Hey everyone, this is going to be my first video about my Traxxas Slash 4x4. So I'm just going to wing it here and tell you everything I've done to it and the stuff I hope to do to eventually, and then, I don't know, see what your guys' responses are. Alright, so let's take a closer look at this guy. So when I first bought it, I just got the stock 6808 model. I got it from my local hobby shop. Just got the basic 2-channel remote that came with it. I ended up upgrading it to the iPod dock on here. I wanted to know like my battery levels and speed, RPM, and all that kind of stuff, and heat on my motor. I just picked that up at Future Shop. Future Shop sells Traxxas and stuff now, so they sell the 3 models, depending on which store do you go to. They sell the Slash, the Revo, and the Stampede, all electric. They sell all the parts for all 3 of them. So it's pretty cheap. Same thing as any other hobby shop store. I want to upgrade to the 4-channel so I can hook up taillights and headlights to this guy and have those working off just that. So that's that guy there. This is just my tool case. I ended up just picking that toolbox up at Canadian Tire, filled it full of miscellaneous stuff, like extra bolts and nuts, parts, clips. Ended up picking up some Q-tips just to clean shit up. I got my steering blocks, my rear axle carriers over here, my old shock caps. I ended up changing those out, so that all sits nicely in there. I got my 5,000 milliamp in there right now, pair of pliers, some batteries. In here, picked up this cool little toolkit. I picked that up at Princess Auto. It's like 16 bucks. Has all the torque sets I need, the rubber bendable screw arm, the extender, everything like that. I got some oils in here. I got my diff fluid, I have some shock fluid, got a bunch of extra parts. Pretty much all the parts I've broken, I've bought extras for, so I can change it right there on the track and keep riding. I got my old charger here that came with it, just sitting in there just in case I need to charge 2 batteries at once. So that's my tool case. Did a couple upgrades to my Slash. Been reading a lot about them. Like, I'm kind of new to it. I've only had this thing for about 3 months. Just working on it, seeing where I can go from here. Let's just pop this body off and see how this goes. So as you can see, this is not stock. I've actually cut out the back of this because it's pretty much all broken out, and actually built my own holder for it. Just using some plastic and some straps. So I got all these, my body savers. They save the body to hell, so if I'd advise using those. So you hear that? I got a little bit of Velcro holding the roof down. Just a little bit of Velcro there. Just cut out around the window, and then so I still have fenders on there. This is the body. This is the plastic. I just heated it up with a heat gun and bent it, and then bent it, and kind of shaped it. So we'll go down here to the straps and widen the body mounts. I did build this shroud just out of milk crate. It's pretty good. Keeps most of the dirt and stuff out, but still lets a bunch in. Got my 3000 stock battery in there right now. It's charging. It's pretty hot. It's weird. It's probably just because it's charging at 4 amps now instead of what it's usually at. I got my RPM front bumper here. These are lights that would come off the Summit, but I just modified them so that they'd fit between the bumper and the skid plate. I got the blue aluminum shock caps here for just the regular shocks. I just got a bunch of spacers in here. I'm going to be upgrading them. I'm not sure whether to go with the long travel or the big bores yet. The big bores just have better shock accessories. The actual spring itself isn't that good, so I'm debating. I had broken one of the steering components, so I ended up just upgrading to the aluminum steering, the axle carrier, and the actual steering housing. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to make it all blue. This is the strap that's holding up the roof. If you look in here, I got my fan. Actually, let's just turn it around here. So I got my fan in there that I upgraded it to. I have all my wires nicely kept up. These are for for RPM, for your heat, all that kind of fun stuff. Just got the Valenian motor in here still, everything's stock. I got the clear gear cap so I can see what's going on in there. I picked up the Traxxas aluminum shock towers. They're pretty good. Kind of going aluminum way, because then you don't, if it bends, you can just get the same thing and you don't have to worry about it breaking. Bending, you can still drive it. I upgraded to the rear axle carriers. Can't really see them there, but they are in there. Rear axle carriers are a little bit blue in there. I'm going to be upgrading the rear bumper to RPM because I ordered in the mud flaps for this, and they only fit on the RPM bumper, so I've got to upgrade that. What else? I do plan on getting either the big bore or the long arm, or I'm probably going to order some piggyback shocks off of one of the sites that I've been looking at. Yeah, pretty much other than that, I got the blue lug nuts on there. Tires are pretty worn out. I'm going to have to be changing out the tires pretty soon. There's barely any tread left on there. Everything's still stock. Haven't broken anything. I actually built a little cover for inside the dry shaft area just out of a milk carton. It just has two little fins that kind of keep most of the debris out of there so it doesn't scratch up your dry shaft as much. What else? Yeah, just pretty much looking at a basic Traxxas truck. I'm going to be upgrading a lot more. Seen lots online that look really cool. Biggest thing I did today was just this guy here. It's going to make it a lot stabler. Like, this is really hard. So when it does land on the roof from like 20 feet, it's not going to destroy it as much as it has been. I kind of want to save the bodies and not buy bodies every month. I'm going to be upgrading the body though to the Chevy HD from Proline. It's a sick body, looks sweet, looks like a real truck. That's really what I want to go with. Other than that, you're pretty much just looking at a good old Traxxas truck. Actually, yeah, I actually just picked up this charger today, the Easy Peak, the new one. It's pretty good. I'm hoping. It's supposed to charge batteries in like 45 seconds, so, or 45 minutes, not seconds. So that's better than my 5000, which was taking 10 hours, and my 3000 was taking about 6 or 7 hours to charge from dead. So 10 hours is a pretty long time to wait to drive your truck again. Other than that, yeah, just the blue caps, and yeah, that's pretty much my Traxxas truck. So I'm going to throw the body on here one last time, let you get a last look at it, and then, yeah, I'm going to sign off. That's those on those. Alright. So yeah, that's my Traxxas trophy truck. It's going to be hoping to look a lot better when I make another video, when I get the new HD body and the piggyback shocks and stuff like that, and the new RPM bumper, mud flaps. Probably going to get in the rear taillight kit as well. Not that I need it, just kind of looks cool. I've cut a hole in here for airflow, but because now I have the whole back cut out, the motor gets pretty good airflow. Max temperature the motor's actually got up to is like 66 degrees Celsius. With the 5000, this thing hits about 64 kilometers an hour. My max is 68 on a fresh battery. But yeah, she's pretty good. I usually just run it at the BMX track. Nice big jumps, smooth. I've looked at some RC courses, but the jumps there are just so tiny that it just doesn't seem worth it. I'd rather just be hitting this thing off huge booters and see what happens. Alright, well, I'll let you guys know when I get my second video up, and yeah, have a good one.